In the top navigation bar, select Platform Configuration and scroll down to Workflow Editor, and you will be presented with the Workflow Editor. At the top, you can create a new interview workflow, and at the bottom, if there's any interview workflows that already exist, you'll be able to see them listed here. So let's create our interview workflow. I'm going to call it Interview Workflow 3. Select the workflow type, Interview, and create new workflow. You can see at the top we've got a green banner that tells me my workflow has been created successfully. If I scroll down the page, I can see the interview workflow just here. And then over to the right, I've got three options. I can edit the workflow name, and I can start to customize my workflow. By selecting Customize, you'll be presented with this page, and down the left-hand side, you'll see the different stages of interviews. You can have up to 5 stages in an interview workflow, and at the moment this is the default label. So first stage interview is what you would see until you change the name of that label. So in this case I'm going to customize the label and call the first stage Face to Face. Over to the right you can see we've got no slots and no address. Slots relate to the number of interviews that you want to schedule. So if you don't want to schedule a number of interviews, select the checkbox just here. If you're doing a face-to-face interview and you require the candidate to attend an address, then you want to leave this checkbox deselected. If you were doing, for example, a telephone interview, then you might want to select the checkbox because the candidate will not be required to attend an address. So you now continue to add in your different customized labels. Once you're happy with all of your changes, you can select Save. You'll see a green banner at the top of the screen letting you know that your changes have been successfully updated, and this workflow is now ready for you to assign to a job. To assign your interview workflow to a job, go to the first page of the job creation process, scroll down to the section Candidate Processing, scroll down to Interview Stage, and select the drop-down menu next to Workflow. And you can see our interview workflow is here, ready to select. And then you can carry on with your job creation process. Once you're ready to invite your candidates to interview, select the candidate and the options menu. And in this example, we choose confirmation of interview. And you can see the different interview options from your interview workflow listed above for you to select.